to welcome you to another episode of the Rise of the 1% podcast. In this episode, you're going to discover the tools and strategies and insights to dominate and get into the top 1% of your industry. I am G-Bass. And in today's episode, we definitely have a special guest in the building. And so who I want to welcome to the Rise of the 1% podcast today, none other than Kevin Royal.
Thank you, my boy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Glad to have you on. Glad to have you on.
Oh, yeah.
And so with that said, Kevin, let's start from the beginning.
Let's go.
Where you from?
Originally, I'm born in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's talk a little bit about your upbringing in Savannah.
Upbringing, really, was with my grandpa lived there and fused military, so we stayed on break for him. Then, him and my mother, they split up. So we really, didn't have much money back then and stuff. So we lived in the ghetto. Yeah. So we lived in garden home projects. Mm-hmm. My grandma, my mom, she stayed like a couple houses down from us and stuff. So we stayed in that type of housing, I'll say more than half my life and stuff. My mom went hard and stuff, but she was a single mom, had 2 kids and stuff like that. So she grinded as much she had to make sure that we were set.
Gotcha.
Stuff that will elevate us in life.
So sibling, brother, sister, or what?
I have a brother, half brother, sister.
Gotcha.
From my mom, my brother, and then from my sister, from my dad and his wife.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How was it coming up in the projects though, man?
Oh man, it actually was good because my mom and my grandma are very strong Black women and stuff like that. So we were set. Like I said, we ain't had much money, but we were happy. We were happy and stuff like that. Everybody did what they're supposed to. How it goes and stuff. Your mom's grinding and stuff. You gotta have a life too. So we spend a lot of time working for our grandmother. And stuff. So she played a major part in us and our upbringing and stuff, and also being in the church and stuff. We got all that from Granny.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So Kevin, how were you coming up in school, man? So if I was to meet Kevin back in elementary school, I'm not sure if you went to middle school or not. Did you go to middle school?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't go to middle school. So elementary to middle school, into high school. Yeah. If I was to meet Kevin back then, how was Kevin coming up?
That was a whole different type of person and stuff like that. Like, I look back and I reflect on a lot of this stuff, but back in school and stuff, wouldn't say I was the best student. I got the job done. That's all that matters. With the best grades sometimes, but I got the job done when it mattered. But for the most part, just fun. Also more of like a class clown and stuff. Like to just have fun, people smile and laugh and stuff. So I really drew to that. So had a good time. Had a real good time in school.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you graduated from high school.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened after high school?
Okay, well, for high school, we moved from Savannah. We moved down to Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay. Duval.
Yeah, Duval.
I already know. Hey. I got family down there too, man.
Yeah.
And I went to FAMU, and I can tell you this, and I went to FAMU, which is Florida University.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people there.
Duval, man, right?
Yeah. Duval, that's how you say all the time.
Yeah. Very different from Atlanta and stuff like that. Atlanta got good energy here and stuff like that, but Jacksonville, Florida just on a whole different type of ways and stuff.
Absolutely.
But back to what you're saying, after high school, at first I had no plans and stuff. Right before I graduated, got hit up by a military recruiter. My dad, he was talking to me before, I graduated. He was like, "Hey son, I think you should go in the military, go in the Air Force." I'm like, "Nah, Dad, ain't nobody trying to go in no military. And I ain't going to no Air Force, whatever. So, I'm doing my thing and stuff, trying to get ready to graduate, chasing women and stuff like that. Something what young kids do.
Yeah.
Got hit up by a Marine recruiter.
Okay.
He called me up. Hey, you should come in and say, okay, I hear what dude talking about. Next thing I know, I'm signed up. I'm going to be in the Marines. Oh, boy. Those things happen real fast, man. Real fast.
Yeah. What was that feeling like, man? Like, I'm about to go in the Marines, because Marines, that's a tough part of the armed forces. I have a cousin that was in the Marines, so I know how that can be. So what was that feeling like? Like, man, I'm about to get ready to go into the Marines. Like, what was that feeling like?
Actually, I would say I underestimated it. I was, prepared, but like, I didn't care about all that. I'm just like, okay, man, I'm joining the military. I'm gonna be in the Marines. Okay, do boot camp and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So really, I wasn't thinking about it that much until I was on the bus and it was time to get off that bus at Marine boot camp, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm in Marine boot camp.
I'm really here. I'm really here.
It was a culture shock.
Yeah.
It was a culture shock and stuff like that. You got everybody up in your face and stuff. You got so much going on. It's like, it's very mentally overwhelming at first and stuff like that. It's nigga, very mentally overwhelming. Cause you go from chilling, doing your own life and stuff like that, and then now somebody telling you what to do 24/7, controlling everything you do. Hard life. That was hard. That was hard.
Wow. What were some of your other experiences being in the Marines that you could recall?
Oh man, like I try to tell everybody with life, you got good times, bad times, good people, bad people. It's always gonna mix up. It's never gonna be a perfect blend or combination.
Yep.
I met a lot of cool people who I still talk to the day, would always give me backing, moral support and stuff like that. Stuff that matters, not just monetary or, just like frivolous things.
Yeah.
Words of encouragement. Hey, how you doing? Because we went through a lot. Went through war. I was during Iraq war. I was deployed.
So you fought in Iraq war?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I was deployed in Iraq, Fallujah, a hot spot for Marines and stuff where a lot of action was going on. I was deployed there for a year.
Hey. Oh man.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. I can imagine what kind of experience that was. And so with fighting in the war, let's talk, as much as you want to talk about it now, I don't want to go too into it, you know what I mean? Because I don't know necessarily, if you want to wake some of those memories of certain things that may have happened. But as much as you want to share, like, talk a little bit about the experience, man, of going to war, because I can only imagine how that is.
That too was, like I said, like, not thinking, and I actually volunteered to go. A lot of people, like, I served for 4 years. Okay. So a lot of people, they were, depending on where they got stationed, as soon as they got a boot camp, for a little bit, then you going right to Iraq. I was able to circumvent that a little bit, not because I was trying to, but I got my first duty station was Okinawa, Japan. Oh boy, wow. Whole different level for a black man raised from nothing. Yeah. Beautiful. Very beautiful.
What was beautiful about that?
The people are very kind, friendly. The food was bomb. Oh, the food was bomb. And then the entertainment. We Marines know how to have a good time.
Oh, in Japan, right?
Yeah.
What's a good time like, man?
Oh, a good time, man. You got all kind of fun. You got clubs, go-go's. You have buy me drinky bars. Yeah. We get into it. You let me know. I don't want to get you demonetized or pulled and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got some stories.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you served 4 years in the service.
Yeah.
What were some of your biggest lessons you would say you learned, like, serving in the military in terms of Marines?
I'll say discipline, consistency, being humble. You're humble so much being in the military.
Yeah.
Because you may be right about something, but if you don't present it the right way to your superior, they'll make you feel bad, man. They'll make you feel bad.
Yeah.
And that was ingrained for me. My brother, I'll talk to him a lot and stuff. He mentioned something. He's like, "Name, you know what?" I was like, you be treating people sometimes the way they treat you during the Marines. And that blew my mind because I never thought about that. Like I'm like, oh, okay, I'm okay. Go to war and stuff. Okay, I'm fine. All I know to do is to work, and that's what's instilled in me. Yep. Work hard. You accomplish something. You do something important. Maybe you will make something of yourself. Maybe you'll be better. Right. So all I've known my whole life is work hard to get what I want.
Yeah.
So that's always been my go-to. And like I said, I got a lot of that from the military and stuff. The way I've been in charge of people twice my age and stuff, but I got my respect for my level of consistency and my work ethic and my discipline.
Man, I've been told the same thing, and I wasn't even in the military.
Yeah.
So I actually was in the Marching 100 at FAMU.
Okay.
And people that were in the martial arts, some of them served in the armed forces, and they said that our initiation process was similar to military.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've had people since I left FAMU and I left the March of 100, I've had people at times say, Gerald, the way you operate in business, you push some of your ways of discipline and being consistent and persistent onto other people because of that. And so I'm hearing some of what you have experienced with the Marines and coming out and being able to work with other people or even communicate with other people, whatever the case may be. I'm hearing some similarities there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's wild, man. That's wild.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So after the Marines, what happens next?
After the Marines, the whole reason I got out of the Marines because they, re-enlist. The war was still going on, so they need that consistency. They need people who's been in. They need that experience. But I already had in my mind stuff like, and that's the thing about me. Once I make my mind up, there's nobody who could say anything elsewise. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm very driven, very focused and stuff. I'm driven by success. Failure is not an option for me. So as soon as I got out, I saw that when I was deployed, we had what they call as contractors. They deploy with the military, from like different companies and stuff like that to help support the military. They were making big cash. I'm like, man, why am I gonna be in the military and risk my life for this little bit of my money when these guys are making over 6 figures and stuff, doing the same job, if not easier than what we're doing, without all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's my new goal. I'm going to become a contractor. I'm going to make 6 figures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So let's talk a little bit about the contractor world. Let's go a little bit more into that.
Yeah. The contracting world, spend a lot of time contracting. Matter of fact, over a decade contracting and stuff. That's how I met a lot of people I'm cool with, Bree. I met a lot of good people contracting. Contracting taught me the difference between being in the military and being out and actually having some say-so in life on how you work, what your work looks like, and then also just being able to communicate on a different level. From going from the military, for being super disciplined and strict and stuff, to going back, it was an adjustment process. I had to get used to talking to people normal again. Like, hey man, what's up? How you doing? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, yes sir, no sir. I said it's like I say they really got you dressed.
Right.
Well, especially in the Marines.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And let's talk a little bit more. What's some of the specifics you was doing though, like with the contract work? What were some of the specifics of what you was doing?
I did a lot of things from security to logistics. Most of the time, from starting off, I did everything from food logistics. I controlled the flow of food coming in and out of the country. What hubs is supposed to go to, redirecting trucks. If trucks broke down or that's a big thing. You in Iraq. A truck full of frozen foods break down and you got a certain amount of time where you got to make sure you either fix that or you get into another truck before it spoils that whole loads, using hundreds of $1,000s worth of food.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's a very important job there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So pretty much from the contractor work, what was your next move from there?
With the contracting, that was my basis and stuff like that, because it was hard. Once I've been contracting so long, I couldn't go back to the States and be doing either the same work or harder work for way less pay. So I just basically, I stuck with that contracting world until, it kind of like burned me out in the end.
So Kevin, I know pretty much we've talked a lot about your contracting thus far, but I know as well you've contracted in different places or what have you. So let's talk a little bit more about some of those experiences.
Okay. I'll do a quick summary and then I'll go into detail and stuff. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff. Well, we may not be that equipped with that much time for the day, but like I said, I could go very in depth, but I'll give you just basically a quick summary. After I got out of the military, first contracting job was in Kuwait. I did security in Kuwait for a couple months. Then after that, I went to Iraq for over a year where I was doing food logistics in Iraq. So I was just before coming back to Kuwait and working, I'll say after I came back to Kuwait, I worked there for 5 years. But yeah, just starting off when I first came there, like I said, fresh out the military and stuff, I'm still starting to become my person and stuff, not who they were building me to be. And hey, it's supposed to be like this and do like I'm discovering what it's like to be Kevin again. So fresh out the military, still got the values and everything like that. In Kuwait, about to do a security job. Cool. Got there. The pay was not, first off, the pay wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. And you had a lot of like, prior service and retired military. So they were trying to run the shit like it was the military. So I stayed there for a couple months and I wasn't liking how things were playing out and also the type of money I was expecting.
And let me ask you this, Kevin. For one, what exactly are you doing in regards to security? And two, what type of pay were you expecting?
Okay, what they set out for us and stuff, base pay $65K. Sounds pretty good, right? Sounds pretty good. Get out of the military. Yeah, way more pay than the military. So got out, they promised me $65K. So come over there doing base security. So we're armed up. We got weapons and everything and stuff. So, if anything go down at the, perimeters of the gate or wherever, we're responsible for all that. Yeah. All the trucks, traffic coming on base, we had to serve all the journey and stuff. Yeah. So I did that. I did that for all of, I'll say about 3.5 months. Like when I have very high expectations for myself and people within my smallest, my circle. I put the best from everybody because I believe everybody in my team is capable of so much more. So I always look to push myself. So that wasn't enough for me. I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to, you're not going to treat me like I'm in the military. I'm not making that much extra money and stuff. So I was like, I'll either go back to the military or I'll find another job. So what I did was I started looking for jobs, started hitting on my people and stuff. Hey man, I need a job. I made a lot of contacts when I was in Iraq for the war back in 2006 when I was still in the military. So I had connects, hit up my connects. Okay, all right, boom. Sent your resume to my people. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. People reached out to me. Hey, got you an interview. I'm in Kuwait. I quit my job. I'm living with one of my boys in Kuwait until I find another job. So that's where I was at. That's where I was at in life. Wasn't doing too good. Was sleeping on the couch and stuff like that. Wow. Yeah. But I never faltered. I always believed in myself. So I got an interview with my boy, what I met when I was in the military with his company. Got on, it's actually funny. The interview, he interviewed me at the mall. We went, had met him at Starbucks. I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird interview. Yeah, but Starbucks. Right? I never got a real interview. I'm just fresh out of the military. I'm used to being where I got to be, where I got to do and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be professional. Okay, for Carter Theron and stuff. Yeah. I'm trying to, because I need this job. I really need this job. I don't want to go back in the military. I don't want to look like a failure. I just stick with a job and stuff like that. I don't want support from nobody. Did the interview and stuff. Okay, Kevin. All right. That sounds good. I know about smoke, but this I know. Job, man. Oh, just flowing. What's up? White dude, funny as knife got you. Okay. All right. Thank you. You'll hear back from us shortly. We're in a couple of days. Hey, we're gonna hire you. They didn't pay. Come be at this place at a certain time. They're been processing me. I'm in Kuwait. I'm excited. I'm like, you're an ass. I'm in job. Going back to Iraq. Yeah. It's all fun and game shit. Hey, this much of money. Okay, that's all I didn't even say. I don't care where you said this a move, motherfucker. What was the salary looking like? Oh man, they were paying me. I was going to be getting $90K. Okay. A year. Gotcha. And stuff. So I didn't care where you sent me. $90K a year and shit. When I was in the military, I was risking my life. $21,000. That's what my life was worth. $21,000. If I would have died, that would have been the worth of my life. $21,000. Wow. Yeah. So I was like, shit, 90. I was like, I ain't do that math, but I'm pretty sure that's greater than. So let's roll. Let's roll. I had a good time in Kuwait. The 3 months I was there, it was nice. The people, very different environment. Very different environment. The people they're used to having Americans over there, but still like they're still like, ooh, I don't know, cause where y'all be getting a little rowdy and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially those Georgia boys and stuff. Y'all be getting a little rowdy and stuff. So it was nice. Freaking like I said, getting used to that culture and stuff like that. There's so much that you can't do. You can't just walk around like we walk around here. If you want to, you can walk around without your shirt on, showing all stuff. That's not acceptable.
Yeah, but
Yeah. They're
the
with their religion and everything. They're very serious about this stuff. You go wind up in jail and stuff if you do the wrong thing.
Such as,
but like I said, it got similar rules and stuff like that. Speeding, even though they really kind of more lax, so they got cameras. They kind of lazy with that.
Yeah.
And stuff. So you be hauling out, just know the camera. Like there's always ways around stuff, but we've been rolling. And stuff, but just to add the way they present themselves and stuff, like they're very respectful to the people who they respect. So like as American, you're going to get respect. Other people not so much and stuff. Other cultures not so much, but being American, that carries a lot of weight behind it. So we get a lot of respect. You just be respectful. You don't talk to their women and stuff. They're very strict about their women. Most of their women, they wear the full black robes and stuff.
Why do they respect Americans so much over other?
I'll say because what America's done for them. That whole thing with this probably before a lot of people time, but for us ODs and stuff like that. Back in I'll say the mid '90s when they had that Gulf War and stuff between Kuwait and Iraq, we came over and we helped them out. We did masala and stuff. They needed help. We were there to assist them and stuff. So they assist a lot, but then at the same time, we pay them. The states pay a lot of people, so we're friends with a lot of countries. We're then on the backside, we taking care of people.
Gotcha. And why they don't like American started to their women?
It's not even that. It's just basically it's their culture. You could marry a woman from Kuwait, but you have to convert to Muslim. And stuff like, the family have to approve of you. That one of my good friends and stuff. He's married to a Kuwaiti woman. He converted to Muslim and stuff. So that was good for him. A lot of other people do it too and stuff like that. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, it all depends on, who.
How are the women though over in Kuwait though?
Oh man, they some of the most beautiful women. Oh, bruh. Those women, they know how to dress. That, and then a lot of them be getting surgery. Like, some of them will pass by me. You would think it's a white woman. So you got the white Kuwaitis, and then you got the darker, fair skinned Kuwaitis too, would look just like us. You would never know. You like, okay, unless they dressed up in in their stuff, or they start talking and stuff. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, you like, oh, yeah, American. All right, my bad. I don't even know the saying. All right, we good. We deal with that. We ain't on roll. All right, we cool. Yeah. This basically a culture shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Kevin, you talked about when you got the offer to go over to Iraq, it was going to pay you around about $90,000 a year.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit more about going back over to Iraq, your experience over there.
Man, it's I really started coming into who I am as a person and stuff as I transition to going back over Iraq. I was like, okay, I'm feeling more myself and like starting to distance myself from who I was being in the military, but I still had those values and everything what I developed from there. So, boom. Yeah, I'm back in Iraq. I'm working doing basically food transportation. Not something who was responsible for bringing the food into the country and sending it to different bases and stuff like that. Very important job. We were the difference between you eating MREs and you eating steak and lobster.
MREs.
Yes.
Speak on that.
MREs, meal ready to eat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's basically like a little package where you have the main meal, where you can warm up. It'd be like chili mac or some crazy stupid stuff. Most of it's trash. You got the little candy. And all that. We did use that in the barter system is there and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Guys, yeah.
Okay.
I get your hop on any really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk a little bit more about the experience somehow.
Okay, so boom, I'm in Iraq. I'm learning the systems and stuff. We working with all each year. So the country national space Lucas. He open all over as watch. You got Africans, you got Indians, you got Sri people from your car. Like even mentor vetted and stuff, maybe like, okay, they hire all these guys. So, that guy used to meet or I work the system and stuff. I work with Paul Alk about 8 TCN, and then one other American white guy, older, another guy. Remember, I'm young. I'm like 23, fresh out the Marines and stuff. It's kind of hard to tell me anything. Like, I'm ready. Though I learned everything. Of course, I learned it. Picked up everything, doing everything good and stuff like that. Doing everything good. The guy, they love me and stuff. So that my guy is I was a supervisor. And and the other white guy, we was a supervisor. We was supervising over the team. Boom.
How did you get the supervisor? Like her?
Basically, that was from my resume and from my interview with the guy. They had different positions. They had supervisor positions where you supervise TCNs and stuff like that. They're your subordinate.
Yeah.
And you have a different side which deals more of dealing with the military, basically more of a customer service type role and stuff. My stuff was a lot more hands-on and stuff. Often what you do when it's 130 degrees out and the frozen truck broke down, so you can lose over $100,000 worth of food that you done did this fix within 30 minutes, or you move this food real quick.
Those type of scenarios.
Those type of scenarios and stuff. So I got good at it. I was doing my thing and stuff like that. I had a little problem from the white guy and stuff. He didn't like the way I moved. I'm a young black guy making.
How do you move though, man? Because that's even got me thinking, like you said, 130-degree weather.
Yeah.
You got all this food that's frozen.
Yes.
And you got 30 minutes to move it or to solve the problem with it?
Yeah. Soon as basically a reefer truck and stuff, they're driving the big tractor truck. It's called a reefer trailer. So what it is it's basically like a big old refrigerator. So if that refrigerator for some reason stops working, you only got so much time. They're keeping it sealed already to keep the contents cold. So like I say, being fresh out of the military, I'm quick with my feet. I'm fast with things and stuff. Okay, go to the mechanic. Wait, what's the problems? The mechanic, we can't fix it. Truck is inoperable. Cool. Do we got another reefer truck in the yard? Yeah, we got this truck. All right, cool. Have him back it in. Well, you have to do what we call a transload. So we taking all the contents from that broke down reefer and transfer and fill reefer that works. Depending on the situation, if that food needed to go to another base, we'll just switch the truck. Yeah, we'll let the people know back in our headquarters was Kuwait. Like, hey, we had to do this. Truck was broke down, creating booters. This guy, the guy who's supposed to be going back to Kuwait, he's going to take the broken reaper, and then the guy who's had the broken reaper, he's still going to drive his loads as he's still supposed to do his stuff. He's going to drive it up by next day. But if the truck would have broke down and it's meant for our base, we could just we'd be like, hey, talk to security, have you got to understand that y'all finna be eating MREs. What you want? Steak at MRE. They get you through real quick. Plus, I was cool with everybody and stuff. Like, oh, okay, we got you all on temperature. All right, good, your truck go ahead. I get there so quick. What the other guy didn't like, I had a lot of connections and stuff. I'm getting good with people.
Yeah.
Stuff. He didn't like that. And stuff. A young black man, eating the same and stuff. Everybody loving him and stuff. And he keep handling business.
Yeah. I could never was handling business when it come to that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. So how long you was over in Iraq during this time?
I'll say during that time period, I was in Iraq for I'll say about a year and a half. But like I said, like my hunger for more, my hunger for greatness. I'm always driven to be great. No matter what I do, I have to be the best. It's not about talent. It's not about what. I'm going to outwork anybody who have those talents and gifts. I'm going to outwork them because they expect certain things. I don't expect nothing in life. I expect if you have a talent for it, nothing. That's how I live my life. So I'm grinding. I'm doing my thing. I'm making connections and stuff like this. I'm like, it got to a point to where it was so easy for me to do anything I needed to do and stuff. And then on top of that, I had connections with everybody, the veterinarian. So like, if let's say if one of our trucks get hit with IED, they have to go through and inspect it to make sure that the food in that truck is still okay to be given out, or to still be used.
Yeah.
So I had connections with them. And, you know, sometimes I have to go get them in the middle of the night. The security force shift and stuff, the MPs. Like, I had connections in all areas of the base where I need to, so I could get my job done quickly and efficiently.
There you go. Connected.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
Okay. So, any more experiences of the RF?
Like I said, I was working and the work became so easy to me. I started to get a little distracted and stuff. You know, I'm still a young black man making like over, you know, almost six figures a year, feeling myself. You know, I was like, man, you know, I'm working out and stuff. I'm like freaking stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I had a couple, quite a few lady friends.
Okay.
My coworker didn't necessarily agree at first. He's like, Kevin, you know what? Oh, you be moving this way and you, a lot of dying. How about I'm gonna just, you know, I'll hire up to my, oh yeah, I'm gonna call in there and let them know. When stuff, that's the thing with mental stuff like that. You know, if I do my job and stuff, leave me alone. Let me do where my devices is and shit. Yeah. So, you know, like I said, I'm young and stuff. I'm not thinking about like, you might get fired or you might get banned or blacklist. Yeah. I'm thinking, okay, you can challenge me. As alpha, you know, brother and nigga now. I'm like, whoa.
Why? I mean, bro, you saying like he gonna make calls and stuff like that? Like,
yeah.
Why?
I would say, I'll say jealousy.
Yeah.
Because the way I was moving, the way I was able to handle things and stuff, I'm levels above him. Yeah. And stuff. It's not because I'm just this super smart person and stuff, but because I cared to learn and work hard. He used all the other, because you have, you know, workers. So he never like, oh, I don't want to learn this. You allowed him to work it, we do all the work. I mean, I'm like, no, y'all just go do that. I'm doing this. This is my job and stuff like that. So he had like all that. So he you know, basically he threatened me. I'm like, okay, he threatened me. So, you know, I feel challenged. So I'm gonna do what any man do. Okay, cool. I say, yeah, you go ahead and call him. And then I was like, once you finish, then you let me talk to him and let me tell them how you be looking down on these people, you talk down and you treat these people like they're nothing and stuff. I just went in on them and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, of course, with any threat when you're a young black man, I was like, I don't give the job. I'll do. I said another one. I'm young. That was my mentality. And hey, he came back and apologized, dude.
Yeah.
He moved in back and apologized. He came in. You know, I'm heated. Once I get heated, man.
Did you accept it?
I accept it because I just wanted shit to be cool and stuff. And then like I had to check him on the way he was treating on guys. Yeah. And stuff. So like he came back. He's like, hey, Kevin, nobody's ever talked to me like that, and I apologize. You do your job and you do a great job at it and stuff. So basically, he backtracking all the shit he was saying and stuff like that. Yeah. It was like I didn't have a problem at the dude, but don't try to come at me like I'm not doing my job just because you know I like to do a little extra crack.
Very glad.
Yeah.
With the lady.
Hey, whatever your preference in your relationship is cool. Don't worry about me and stuff. I'm young. Yeah. I'm doing my job. Whatever I do after work, let me do mine. If I'm pulling numbers like Westbrook and triple doubles every night, let's see my triple doubles every night. Long as I'm at work.
In the work done.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha. How were the women over in Iraq?
We weren't working, or we weren't in the vicinity of the actual people of Iraq. We dealt with some of them like interpreters and stuff like that, but we're encased in the base. You don't leave the base. The base is your safe zone. It's the workplace where you live and stuff. So he had military women, contractor women. They also had the women was doing like, you know, working at the PX or the salon or, you know, cutting people hair or at the spa.
Yes.
So you had all those women. So basically that was the pool of women you had on base and stuff. So like I said, I was a young, good-looking brother. So, I had some good times. I look like that. I had some good times and stuff. The whole time I was there. I'll say about a year, probably about a year and 4 or 5 months I was there. I had that block the whole time. We at war. We be getting incoming and stuff like that, but I'm having a blast. I'm a ball. You can't tell me that.
Doing war.
Yeah, doing more. I'm having a blast. To me, it was fun. I'm used to that and stuff like that. So we weren't getting attacked that much. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good. I had my own room, decked it out. Had my guys build me a custom made king bed. Man, I had mirroring on the wall, and it's a trailer. You put that down, man. Put something up while I was flying.
Turning a trailer. Wow.
Fly. Hey, driving the little Nissan Pathfinder, boy. Yeah. He's helping them, bro. Prep for everybody even all not take water.
Oh man.
I'm gonna help y'all. Hey, girl, you black or it's kinda hot out here. Oh, got a lot of them like that, bro. Right. Oh,
Everybody,
I'm fully. I want to help everybody. I'm trying to help people in life and stuff. So if I get help, then in return, then nothing wrong with that. Which I don't think so. It's I want to roll. I run a roll. Yeah.
Gotcha, man.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So after this year and a half or so, man, all right, you go back to Kuwait?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I went back to Kuwait and like I said, really coming on my own and stuff like that, really seeing who I am as a person and stuff. I'm learning a lot. I'm growing so much as a person and stuff like that. And life is happening fast and stuff. It's not serious okay, you go to work and stuff. When this happened over there at a very high rate, very high fee rate. So I come back over there. They got me back in Kuwait. Living. Then we got apartments out in town where we live on. So it's very different from the life in Iraq. The life in Iraq, you're in this base, everybody's on this base, everybody got where they live and stuff like this. Back in Kuwait, we only work there. We work on base, and after that, we leave the base and we go to where we stay.
Right. Okay.
They had nice lavish apartments for us and stuff like that.
How was the apartment?
Oh man, they were nice, man. That's why.
You got a maid?
Oh,
I know Bree told me about the maid.
Yeah, we had maid. Every time the maid used to come to my house, she'd be like, "Devin, I like coming to your old place because your place was always already clean."
Yeah.
She just barely sweep and then mop up, and then she making some coffee, and they be having the whole little thing in my. I'm like, "Hey, lady, I'm trying to get some rest. Just keep it down a little bit." I don't care that. Yeah. They used to hide out of my pocket. They go already clean. I see your hand and stuff like that. I'm very meticulous and stuff and all these things I do, but. Living was great. We had a big old room, king-size bed, spacious, night. We shared it. Right there, we get a flat. We shared a flat. Sometimes it'd be 2 or 3 people. Mine and only had a 2-person flat. Yeah. So you had a big old living area. It's basically like an apartment. You got a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
So I got my room. My roommate got their room and stuff like that. Sometimes you may work the same shift, or sometimes y'all may work different shift. So you basically got the whole place to yourself. Except that is great off and stuff, and then you're not feeling it like that.
Yeah.
So it
Life was good. We looked good, man.
was living good. Now, the more I got into it, once I got there, I got settled, got me my own little car and stuff. I gotta be fly.
Ain't no Pathfinder.
Yeah, I gotta have ain't no Pathfinder no more and stuff. Hey man, I got me a little BMW, man.
Okay.
Oh man, boy, I was rolling, boy. I could man. Questions nigga in Kuwait, boy. Don't tell me nothing. Tell me nothing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah. So from there, was working at the airport. Worked at the airport for a little bit. Then they moved me up. Basically, we had some friction and stuff like that. So they moved me up to by the border. So I'm responsible for all the traffic coming in and out of the border, searching the trucks to make sure they're not bringing contraband and stuff like that. I was in charge of that. So I overseen that whole operation. Briefing military higher ups, generals, colonels, briefing our important people like directors and stuff coming from the state. Did all that.
You ever violated contraband?
Oh yeah, we found.
What kind?
Mostly alcohol. Mostly that they'll try to smuggle, like you have different drivers trying to smuggle alcohol into the country. But once they smuggle the alcohol into the country, they had their little connects. Then it's distributed. They decide, everybody got the little huttle and stuff. So one time we found 250 bottles of Absolute vodka in one of their trucks. Yeah. So we was on it, man. We was on it. We was on it. It's like the work life was great, but after it's the relationships you form when working on. If you was working 12 hours a day, man, 6 days a week. So you get bond with a lot of people. That's where I met Bree and stuff like that. Boy, man, that was my A. Yeah, so that's my ace and stuff. Boy, he was sliding all over Kuwait, man. He was just like that. Always had new. That time, once I met Bree, I had a Dodge Strata. And so it had me, had a little fistament in it and stuff like that. Had the windows tinted, boy. Been telling me that, boy, Bree was paying on for his life while he fish cailing through traffic circle. I ain't getting no boy. Hey, we in a dry country, but it lit rolling, boy. We ain't got Newport and shit, going to Billy Pounder and shit. Boy, two black successful men making over 6 figures. Under in their mid-20s and stuff. Boy, you couldn't tell us nothing, boy. We ain't doing that thing. Yeah. We're doing that thing. Me and my boy in Benny Honda, just when you could still smoke cigarettes in place. We in the mall, Benny Honda and stuff. Me and him smoking Newports and shit. We just popping our head, man. I'm lit, boy. We illegal as they like, hey, we're gonna have a good time.
That was illegal to smoke cigarettes over there?
No, it was illegal to be drinking. That's a good
drinking. Well, yeah. I know about that. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So when you saying lit, gotcha.
Yeah. So everybody had their vices and stuff, and there's always ways around stuff and ways to get anything in life. But it's all about the way you do it. Yeah. Stuff. You do yourself.
And I heard they really tax on alcohol over there too because of that.
Yeah, man. To get a bottle, you spending probably maybe I said about $150.
I've heard.
You get a liter bottle and stuff, and you gotta be careful because sometimes that don't be the real shit in there. So you gotta be careful on your stuff and stuff. I had a little connect at the embassy and stuff with my homeboy, so I used to get bottles for $15, $20, like it's in shakes and shit, boy. And man, or you get your special packages and stuff like that. You just get your special packages. You got you got people who hook you up and stuff. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, we had fun in the off turn.
I can see, man. Seems like it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So any other experiences over in Kuwait?
Like I said, living there was great. Working, you develop a lot of relationships with people because y'all work so closely together and stuff like that. So after work, we just day at work, and so we had like 6 flights come in, no issues, and we just killing it. We been saying, hey man, we all amped up. Hey, y'all to go out for? We want to go smoke some hookah? Hell yeah, let's go smoke the hookah. Boy, there'd be like 8 of us, all dudes and stuff. Sometimes some of our females counterparts will come out with us. Be up on the hookah bar. We got a whole section loaded of people and stuff. We just shut them. We ain't even saying much to each other. We like, just relaxing, and we just taking it in where you are, your status in life and stuff. You're not doing what all these other people are doing and stuff like this. You're doing major important stuff. Like all the stuff you're doing is helping contribute to getting a war fighter into the country to fight that war, or they finish fighting that war, come back home and get you home safely and fast as possible. That's definitely for
Gotcha.
Okay.
So pretty much, Kevin, we talked about the Kuwait experience. Yes. So after Kuwait, what happens next?
Okay, I stayed in Kuwait for about 5 years strong with Kuwait. So went home for a little bit. Prior service military, I get to go to school for free. So I said, all right, cool. I'm gonna learn something different. I want to try something. I want to try IT. So started, came back home, was living in Phoenix, Arizona, 2015, around about May, June. Got enlisted in class and in school and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to school. I'm on a dean's list. I got a 4.0.
Okay.
I'm killing it.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And so I be in class and shit, talking shit, because I'm an older guy. And you got most of the kids, they're young kids and shit like that. So I'm like, yeah, man. Brother, been places, done stuff. Yeah. So, I'm doing my thing and stuff like that. My boy, our boy Bree, he hit me up. He like, yo, man, I'm finna go to Afghanistan, but I never been to a war zone. You'll go with me? That's my ace. Hey, hey, no worries, my boy. I got you.
Yeah.
Unenrolled from school. I started school like I said August. Doing good. Hey, withdraw from school in December. I got my boy back. My boy, hey man, can you go with me? Shit, say less. You know, if we good like that, I'll pull up for you. I don't give a I gotta do that shit. So withdrew from school and stuff. Me and my boy, we go to CRC. That's the processing. You know, you got to go through and do all this paperwork and, you know, get your IDs.
What's CRC stand for?
Damn shit, boy. Don't even ask me, bro. I wouldn't even got.
Well, even for our viewers who might be like,
What was that?
Yeah.
But this, like I was saying, it's basically processing. Yeah, so like all your paperwork, driver's license copies, passport copy, the visa. They see CRC that's all CRC.
Yeah.
You have to process it to make sure you have everything you need before we send you out to this country.
Okay.
So me and my boy agree. We're doing our thing, CRCs. We have a strip club, not even a mile from where we at. Boy, man, we done got a bottle, boy. We done got lit. Boy, me hear this nigga walking down the street, it's looking fresh as shit. But we walking. It's wintertime. Stuff like that. You know, we got to wear a jacket on, hoodie, or whatever we wearing and shit. Walk down there to the strip. They're like, damn. We called a cab there, but we was like, oh, it's kind of far. So we walked up. We were there for about a week. Every day. At that strip club every day. Strip club. We were balling on a budget. Well, we was counting the money every mountain day. We like, well, nigga, hey man, you gotta spend money to make money, right? No, but we enjoyed ourselves because you go into a combat zone, man. When you go into a combat zone, nothing's guaranteed.
So y'all are in Afghanistan?
Yes.
Going to the strip club every night?
Yes, but before we went to Afghanistan, while we've been practicing, worked that every night with me. We're not
y'all counting the money before.
Yeah, we're not even going. We're up. I'm like, I'm black rich. I took out a loan. I'm like, I don't give a me and my nigga, we gonna have some fun.
Oh, wow.
But that's me. I don't care. I want to enjoy this and stuff. We never know. Tomorrow is not promised, man.
How is there Afghanistan strip clubs? I'm just curious. I used to promote strip clubs here in Atlanta when I was a club promoter. Like, how is that?
No. That strip club was in Dallas.
Oh, so this in Dallas for y'all to go over. I'm like, they got a strip club over in Afghanistan? I was kind of like...
And we did, boy. That would have made shit a lot better.
Yeah.
And I thought, boy, hey, a brother could relax after a long day at work.
Okay.
Nah, this is before leaving Dallas, Fort Worth for...
Okay.
So...
Got it.
How you don't have your processing at a hotel? You know, we live in a hotel and then we have like a little conference room where we do our, our processing and do our little, work or whatever like online training.
Right.
And stuff. How you gonna have your place not even a mile away from a strip club? That shit. No. Yeah. Boy, we was up in that every night. We was lit on that Crown Apple and shit. Man, you better tell us, night, boy. Some of the biggest man I ever seen in America or in the world. Yeah. Man. I see some thick chocolate sisters. Shoot, hey, white girls got some too, boy. You gotta watch out for them. Boy, they sneaking up.
I really doubt it. That was one of my favorite cities, man. I really doubt it.
We had a good time. But we had a good time the whole week and stuff. This my ace, boy, man. Eddie night. We would go so long that by the time we get back, it's time to go straight to work. So we'll go back, brush our teeth. We rolling in. We're our boys got alcohol coming out our pores and shit. We trying to drink coffee and sober up. And like, well, hey, is this gonna be a long day or short day? So I need some sleep. So we going out again tonight.
Yeah.
Get some sleep. You need some sleep.
Yeah.
So do all that. Boom. Okay, we go to Afghanistan. This is my boy first time being at Afghanistan. I did all this. Of course, it's helping me, but I'm going because my boy asked me to go. And so if I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna represent for my boy. Well, we get in Afghanistan. He never been in the war zone and stuff like that. Me, that's all I've been doing. That's all I've been doing. So at least for the last couple of years and stuff like that. So he got in the war zone. So we had where he stayed, there are 4-man rooms and stuff like that. So you got a 4-man room, and in that building you have probably about 10 rooms. So each room has 4 people in there, 3 to 4 people. the other guys, they came through with us on and processing and stuff.
Yeah.
So, it's me and Bree and shit. So we made we just eat this, chopping it up, having a good time and shit like that. So other guys, they were pretty cool too. So what we did was, everybody working and stuff. We used to Bree. He never been in a war zone. All of us in prior service, military and stuff like that. So what we was to do, man, bang on the walls and make it sound like incoming. Oh man. It was knocked up, but he was in the war zone. But to us, it was funny.
Yeah.
Funny. So we were so mad at my boy. He was like, "Hey man, can I hold your break too back? Hey, nigga, why? He getting back. Like, hey man, because they so bomb come in. I said, nigga, if the bomb come in, all of us gonna get blown up. That's what like, no, but it makes me feel safe. Nigga slapped in a bulletproof vest. I'm like, man, wow. Yeah, man. Hey, whenever you get to feel point to, hey, that's my boy, but we better have with him here. I can't help myself. We help myself. It was funny shit. Yeah. Help it though. I stayed in Afghanistan. Like after that, like I had to go on emergency leave. And stuff. Pick medical issue with stuff, but then I came back. By the time I came back, this nigga was like, "Yo, this ain't it." He went on vacation. He never came back. So I'm like, "My boy, I withdrew from school for your ass. Like, nigga, where you at?" He's like, nigga, you left it by myself, and it was scary and shit out here.
Let me ask you this though, Kevin. What does that mindset come from? I know you, like you say, you served in the military, but that mindset of just not having much fear being in a war zone yourself. Like, where that mindset come from? Even though, you served in the military, Marines and stuff, but still, I mean, how you get that type of mindset here? Like you say, the other guys that ever been in a war zone, they kind of like fearing the guy leaking with a bulletproof vest. Yeah. Like you bring a bomb and come in, what they gonna do? Clear it out. So it's like, where did that mindset come from you, man, not having as much fear?
Some of it came from being military to where, like, if we got to a point to where if it's your time, it's your time. You can't circumvent that. You can't be like, oh, no, kid, I'm not ready to die yet. Well, if ever your time, it's their time. So basically, like when I was, just to segue a little bit, when I was in Iraq, we would get incoming. I would stay in my bed. I wouldn't go to the bunker. I'm like, hey, if I time to die, then this is my time to die. So I'm fortified in that. You can't do nothing. So you being fortified in that and me being driven by success, I was like, my mind state is I would die to be better. I will not be lesser. I have to be great. I have to prove to everybody I'm the best. Just like, and it drives me. Sometimes it's insanity, but it drives me. It pushes me to go further. It pushes me when I'm tired. It pushes me when I could do it and stuff. That because greatness was embedded in it. I want to be the best. Okay. Whatever I do in life, I want to be the best. I want to be the greatest at what I do. So that drives me. I have that drive helped me get so far in life, and that's what pushed me. I'm like, hey, if I'm a guy, it's not worth 120, 130,000. Like, what's worth it? And that was my mind frame. I have to be at a certain level. I can't be normal.
I hate a 1% mindset. That's a 1% mindset, man.
I can't be normal. I can't be like this guy. I'm not saying that I'm better.
Yeah.
But my expectations of myself is very high. So I can't let myself down.
Gotcha.
So if I don't let myself down, if my brother needs help or somebody needs help, I have to handle it. I have that money. And that's always been I have to be better for not just myself, but I have to be better for everybody in that circle.
Gotcha. I love that mindset.
Yeah.
So what other experiences over in Afghanistan?
And I did a couple of jobs after my boy left me and shit. I stayed in Afghanistan for about 5 years. I went through I didn't leave Afghanistan until 2021. So all of 2020, the pandemic and shit, I worked 12 to 17 hours every day for over a year. I did a lot of important jobs, I did base operations where we were securing the kilometers with our cameras, looking for bad guys, and if we get hit, we come from. We've caught stuff like that before. Not go super detail in that. A lot of stuff there's hush hush. So did this type work where we send in hitments, peepers, and hair poppers on planes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I did a wide variety of different jobs. It's and all of them very important jobs and stuff. But in the midst of that, so I'll say I just kept scrolling because I had this need to be great in me. So I'm working my butt off. At the time I was, I'm going to the gym. I'm waking up, I'm pulling 17-hour on days.
Word is right.
I wake up at 3 in the morning to be at the gym at 3:30. Then I work out till like about 5. Then I have to rush back and get back and take a shower and get ready to do the work at 6. I done that for like 6, 7, 8 months and stuff to straight. I was focused.
Yeah.
I was focused. I was disciplined.
Yeah, that's a level of discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the order of right.
I got from the military.
Yeah.
Having to be at a place, have to honor your word, have to stand by what you say you are and stuff. That's one thing about Root. I say who I am and stuff. I don't have to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not nobody else. Whenever you meet me, I'm always myself.
Yeah.
Authentic, genuine.
Right.
Like I just can't. That's the only way I know it and stuff like that. I'm just an upfront person, whether for good or bad. That's me. That's how I'm gonna be with you and stuff. I'm not gonna be like, ooh, yeah, oh, G, you cool, and then somewhere else, hey man, I like a G man. I don't like
right.
Nah,
Then say,
yeah. I'm too old for that.
Got you.
If I got a problem with you, I'm like, hey man, you cool, but hey, I'm gonna handle it like a man.
Absolutely.
You don't have to do no disrespect and stuff like that. A lot of things to be solved with words, and that's the problem with the younger generation. People are handling things for stuff. People too, people are too afraid to fight and stuff. And a lot of them fight. So what they do? Oh, I'm gonna pull
grab the hammer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the strap. Hey, grab the footage. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
You should be trying to be successful. You should be having goals set for yourself. It's levels to life, and I tell people it's levels to life, and you don't want to be on other people in the lower levels of life.
Understandable. 100%. I agree. And so, what are you doing these days now?
Pretty much true. I'll say deep base is very different. I'm still discovering basically I'm trying to find what I'm happy at. I've done a lot of different jobs, I've done a lot of different work just to be working and just to make a certain level of money. Now I'm more looking to be satisfied at my soul level. So I'm major into fitness. I'm right now I'm working on getting my own little fitness community started and stuff like that. I'm training a couple of different people. I'm training my boy. Got a little young dude I'm training. Matter of fact, my boy and his family, started training with me, going strong and stuff like that. I want everybody to be fit. I believe everybody can be fit. It's all about consistency, disciplines. And a lot of people could do this. It's just that hump of getting over, like, oh my God, I'm sore. Everything hurts. It's going to go away after a week or two, but why hold yourself back?
Yeah, no pain, no gain.
Yeah, why not be the best version of yourself and stuff? Everybody always have excuses why I can't do this, so I can't do this. So let me get this right. You could do stuff for everybody else, but something for yourself. What's important, what gives you longevity in the game, that make it live longer, like you feel better, look better. You're willing to forego that for everybody else and stuff. So you're not willing to take care of yourself. You're not willing to be selfish just for a little bit. But by you being selfish, you get to maintain. You get to be here a little longer for your kids, for your family. That's all I want. I just want to give back, especially to Black people and stuff like that. A lot of everybody else on the fitness wave, Black people, we always be the last to get on the thing.
Why do you believe that to be so?
A lot of us Blacks, we get stuck in our ways and stuff like that. We got a certain way of life, a certain way of doing things, but we're evolving. Everybody's evolving. And us as Black people, we need to evolve. We need to be better and stuff. We need to work together. That's what I like. I came out here to Atlanta and stuff like that. Been here for a couple months, loving the city. The city been showing me plenty of love. I respect that. I love that. But what I enjoy the most about Atlanta, not y'all weather, that shit crap. But what I enjoy is that Black people support Black people here. That made me feel so full, so warm in my heart, because I always say,
In what ways you've seen that?
the day I got here, my boy helped me. I told him I was in a bad way, man. Went through, some bad stuff, bad relationship and stuff like that, bad breakup. So my boy, that's what I said. You have a team, you have a crew of people who just like y'all solid with each other. I told him what was going on. He was like, say less. Bought a plane ticket. Hey, when you trying to go? Boom. End of May. All right, say less. He was there with me to end of May. We go across the country. We packed up a U-Haul truck all across the country and stuff. Like people like that are irreplaceable in your life. They're so important. So I came out here, to get a fresh start on life and stuff. Like I said, I'm enjoying the city. Everybody showing me love and stuff like that. Been going to a couple places and stuff. But I love that Black people show each other love. The first day I got here, my boy hired a little local moving guy company to help me move my stuff. I had a lot of workout equipment and stuff. So, me and him, we got busy. Okay, nothing. He was like, "Hey man, I got a job and I'm short people. You wanna come work?" He don't even know me from Adam and stuff, or just the way me and him would use, bro, and we were getting busy and stuff. He entrusted me with this is her company. There's his name on there.
Right.
He don't know me from Adam.
Yeah.
He entrusted me and stuff. So I went out with him and stuff like that. Needless to say, I look young, but nigga be old as after a while moving stuff. So that went and built for me. Hey, but I did what I say I was gonna do. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the meeting people, just conversating and stuff like that and stuff. We get some work done and stuff. Though it's a different experience. But yeah, my body and built for moving shit on like that. So I can move some weight, maybe, but that moving is a whole different type of it's a whole different game and stuff. But like I said, he entrusted me.
Right.
He didn't even know me.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoyed.
Gotcha. My question would be, and we're going to wrap in a second, is in today's time, you got certain men that are overweight, and this is not here to body shame people. I had a real conversation. And they say, the average Black woman is 180-something pounds. That's what I've heard. I heard that a statistic about a week ago.
Okay.
What are some of your thoughts on that, man, in today's time? Our, like you say, Black men, Black women, being, the weight they are, the size they are, you know what I mean? Like, what were some of your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is I'm sad for our people because everybody is evolving. We are some of the most resilient people ever. And we can change, we can evolve better than a lot of different races, Asians, whites, mixed races, whatever. We have some of the best genes ever. And the only thing we have to do is activate it. Like I said, it's just consistency and discipline. I know, because before, don't get me wrong, I used to say, man, I don't see how people could be fat till I went through a wave of depression and stuff, and eating just consoled me and stuff. And then, like I said, the food is so good. So like, it just happens. Like you down on stuff and we just start eat. Oh man, this food is good. I would be eating 3 to 4 times a day. I was eating whole meals, like either 2 burgers, fries. Like man, I blew up. Like for me, like I blew up. Like I went from like maybe like prior like low, like I said mid 150s, low 160s. I blew it to like about 190. For me, that's pretty big. I'm looking like my ex. She was like, "Oh, hey babe, are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" The head was swollen, your feet look swollen. I look at her, I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm dying or something. I think I'm dying." I thought about it. I was like, "Go check the scale." I got on the scales. I'm like, "Damn, 186. I'm fat." I'm not. I'm like, I know the problem now. I know what the problem is.
Yeah.
It took me a while. Like I said, I know everybody's going through something, but just having that safe space, like I tell everybody, when you go to the gym, it's a safe space. I use that as my safe space. I forget about everything. Everything would bother me. I'm depressed. I'm sad. I'm mad. Anything what bothers me, I just tunnel it out when I go to the gym. Okay, I get to be selfish for this hour and a half, this 2 hours, whatever I'm going to do, I get to be selfish. Just think about yourself. Just think about people who doubted you. Think about who you want to be. Think about how you want to look. And everything's achievable.
Yeah.
It just takes work. It takes work. I tell anybody, I'll say, if you're not used to working out, 2 weeks, you're going to start noticing noticeable changes in yourselves. Give me 2 months I'll have you down in weight. I have you feeling good about yourself and stuff. That's what I said. Like we have to be able to support each other. I want to be here.
Yeah.
I want to be here to help everybody and stuff like that. I like that having a platform. I'm not here trying to like a lot of stuff I've been through is trial and error and stuff. You know, looking to a lot of guys who like, oh yeah, you can look like this, but you got people to take this, but the whole time they're on steroids. I want to show people you could do this naturally.
Yeah.
Lose weight naturally.
Yeah.
To use your stomach naturally. You could eat things and stuff, you know, to help burn that brown fat. It's ways of doing anything. You just gotta know, and you gotta have somebody to push you and stuff. So I wouldn't say I'm a trainer. I would say I'm a life coach. I don't even say life coach. I would say, you know, I'm a motivator and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna just show you. I can show you what you do and stuff, so you can look good and you can look your best and stuff. But I'm gonna push you. It might not be the, you know, PC way of, oh, hey, you got this. Nah. I'm gonna be amped up because you got me amped up. I'm so happy. I'm so ready for your success. I'm fired up. When I'm fired up, let me get you fired up so you can make it through that set. You can make it through these exercises. You won't feel better about it. You like, damn, hey, man, he's kicked like that. Oh, damn, thanks, G. Oh, most people wouldn't even think about it, but like, just having somebody to push you with who has much invested in it as you. I get invested in people. That's why I take my time very serious. I take other people's time very serious. That's one thing in life you'll never get back. You can get back money. You get back anything you lost. You can't recover time.
Exactly.
Wasted time, you can't recover that.
100%.
So I'm always key on my time. I try not to be late and stuff. Hey, you know, nigga be on nigga time, but I'm gonna make up for that if you got time. We gonna make up and stuff. I was a little bit late for him. Sorry to the audience. Sorry to the great host. But you know, like, you know, hey, sometimes, you know, you'd be a little late, but I'm gonna always be there for you and stuff. If you with me and stuff like that, I want to build you. I want you to be your best version. That's who I want. I want all black people, all people in general, to be their best version of themselves. Whoever you see yourself being, you can achieve that. You just got to go for it. No fear. Don't worry about what he thinks. Everybody. Don't worry about the world. It don't matter. It's only between you and the person who you are right now. That's who you got to look in the mirror. Oh, I want to be better. Okay, prove that you could be better. Don't just talk about it. Oh, when I was young, when I was in my 20s, everybody looked good in their 20s and shit. Everybody looked good when they was young. Yeah. Try doing that when you at 40 and stuff, and you look this killer like. No, it's hard. It's hard to keep on down. Behind your boy, you know, Apex Scorpio Kev on IG. I could hook you up.
There you go. We about to go there now, and I asked you about the problem. You gave the solution when it comes to, of course, being able to get in shape and be healthy. And this has been a great conversation, Kevo.
I enjoyed it.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh, my boy.
Absolutely. Like, for one, I definitely love hearing about your journey because, Kevin, me and you met, of course, through our brother Bree.
Yeah.
And we've had private conversations. We went out and stuff like that, but I actually got to know you a whole lot more through this conversation. More about your journey I didn't even know.
Yeah.
All the things you did overseas, you know, from Iraq, Kuwait, to Afghanistan, etc. I didn't even know about a lot of that stuff, man. So I got to learn a lot more about you and your journey and stuff. And then, of course, you dropped a lot of gems on here too, man. So I definitely appreciate you.
Oh yeah, like I said, I got a lot of knowledge in this stuff. A lot of stuff I didn't even think about. Like I said, our brother Bree, he's very important in my journey and stuff like that. He helped me remember who I am at my core, what all the stuff I've been through. Because like I said, you go through a lot of things. Like you had your lows and. You know, a couple months ago and stuff, you know, I was at my low and stuff like that, but having those strong people and those relationships in your life that let you know, hey, now you still who you are. Don't let nobody downgrade you. Don't let nobody make you think less of you, who you are as a person or downgrade your value and stuff. He helped me and he helped me think and remember some of that. Cause like all that stuff, like, you know, it just grinding for me. That's all it was. I'm like, okay, I'm fine. I'm doing it. I'm doing this. Yeah. He's like, man, you was in charge. Man, you doing this at 20s, in your mid-20s and stuff like that. You in charge of people twice your age and everybody showing you respect and stuff. Like, man, you that dude. You always
bring that out of you.
Yeah, man. And I needed that and stuff. So like I said, like, you know, going through some stuff, you know, personally and stuff, like I felt low and stuff. I felt like I had nothing more to offer and stuff. And I had to prove to myself, I have a lot more to offer. I have much more to give. And I'm just getting started. I'm fired up and stuff. He got me fired up and stuff. You know, our conversation, you know, it just brings, it pours new life into me, and I want to be able to give back in the sense of, I want everybody to be healthy. I want everybody to see the best version. If you see yourself like this, I want to lose 10, I want to lose 15 pounds. Everybody always got excuses. Oh, I will work out. This is the big one for women. Oh, I will work out, but I don't want to look all muscly like I be seeing some of these women. Shut up.
I've heard that too. So.
Shut up. Yeah, you don't know the hell you talking about. Shut up. I'm gonna get you right. Come holler at your boy. I'm gonna show you how you do it. You wanna lose some weight? Boom. You want that butt to pop? Wow. I can make that butt pop, baby. I'm gonna have you looking right and stuff. Yeah. For my guys, I'm gonna have y'all looking diesel and stuff. Look at that.
Good. There you go.
That's it. And
there you go.
I have you cut up, swole up. Whatever you trying to do, man. Your woman won't be able to take her hands off. Women, your men ain't gonna be able to stop crawling off on top of you and stuff like that. So watch yourself. I got you. Hey, if you need to train your kids, I do kids too. Hey, dog. Hey, I play with everybody. Niggas, bitches and dogs. Hey, I got everything for everybody. Animals, whatever you want to got. I got everybody. Yeah, I train everything.
Humans and animals.
We discipline around here, and we're gonna keep doing how we doing.
Absolutely. Well, definitely appreciate your service again as well. Come up for what you did in the armed services to what you're doing in the health and fitness industry. Now we appreciate you. Thank you. So in rapid, Kello, where they can find you?
Right now you can find me on IG at Apex Scorpio Cab. That flat. I'm the top. So hey, you go find your boy in there. I can show you some tips. Hey, DM me if you trying to get trained and stuff like that. If you local, hey, I can bring you through to the dungeon. I can train you up. You need to be. I can make you a fitness plan. We can talk about whatever your goals is. I got you covered and stuff. I'm here for everybody and stuff. So, hit me up. Hey, view what my boy doing big things over here and stuff. So, how we roll. That's how we doing.
Absolutely, for sure. Appreciate you. Thank you for making time for me. Oh, definitely. Thank you as well. Hey. And with that said, then you got something on this episode, which I know you did. Kevin as well. We call him Kevo. Definitely dropped a lot of bombs on this particular podcast. So make sure you hit that like button, as well as if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell for more episodes just like this. Also, drop any of your takeaways. Anything you got in this episode, drop in the comment section here on YouTube or even over on Apple, Spotify. Drop your comment, right? And feel free to share this episode around with anyone else you feel could benefit. Also, we're here on YouTube. If you're watching this video, we're also on Apple and Spotify, which it is people now listening to our audio on Apple and Spotify. So you can check us out, The Rise of 1% over there as well. With that said, you can see, look what I'm saying, The Rise of 1%. There you go. With that said, we'll definitely see you on the next Rise of the 1% podcast episode. Have a phenomenal one on purpose. Hello, this is G Bass, Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, other Rise of 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation, to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey, and then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see if it'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form for you to fill out. You said www.theriseof1%.com/pod form. Again, www.theriseof1%.com/pod form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out, and we can see if it'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then obviously it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we're looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media, Rise of the 1%. This is how we get down. We have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward.